Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going deep on Rakim's The 18th Letter, an album that's really a statement. We're going to break down how he came back after 5 years and cemented his legacy as a true innovator.
It's really fascinating when you think about the context of this album. Rakim wasn't just dropping another record, he was coming back after a break. And everyone was waiting to hear what he had. You can imagine that pressure.
For sure.
Ah,
I mean, he was already a legend after what he did with Eric B. They helped create that golden age of hip-hop, that sound of the late 80s, early 90s. With the intricate wordplay and social commentary, it was more than music, it was a movement.
Definitely. And in the 18th letter, you really feel Rakim's dedication to that legacy, to lyrical complexity, to pushing boundaries. Almost like he felt responsible to guide the genre. Kind of like how classical musicians are seen as guardians of their tradition.
Right, like carrying a torch. It's Rakim saying, I'm still here, and this is real hip-hop. And you hear that right away in the title track.
Mhm.
Those big vocals, the sharp scratches, it takes you right back to the core of New York hip-hop.
And the lyrics on that track, amazing. He's not just playing with words, he's weaving in intellectual and philosophical ideas. Like that line, from a compound to the anatomy to the breakdown of an atom. He makes you think about the small and the big, how it's all connected. That depth really sets him apart.
He really elevates things. And speaking of elevating, let's talk production. Rakim didn't just pick anyone. He brought in DJ Premier and Pete Rock, two titans from that 90s New York scene. They really defined that raw, soulful sound we associate with that era.
Oh, their influence is massive. Tracks like It's Been a Long Time in New York. Yeah, out there. Those hard drums, the samples, they're like sonic postcards from the golden age.
And it's been a long time. Is so smart with how it uses nostalgia.
Yeah.
Rakim even references his line from Paid in Full. I came in the door, I said it before. He's acknowledging his past, but also showing his growth as an artist.
Absolutely. And then New York, yeah, out there. Pure energy. It's a love letter to the city, to the
Yeah.
culture. It was even in the film Boiler Room. That shows its impact for sure.
Yeah. That movie captures the feel of that time perfectly. Let's switch gears a bit. The tracks Pete Rock produced, like The Saga Begins and When I'm Flowin', they've got a different vibe, more introspective, right?
Definitely. Pete Rock brings this kind of moody, reflective feel to his production. It opens up a space for Rakim to go deeper. Like, The Saga Begins almost feels like we're entering Rakim's mind. It's his personal journey, not just as a rapper, but as a person.
It's wild how he's a master of words, but also so relatable. And then there's Mystery, Who is God? That takes us even deeper into Rakim's world. Things get really interesting there, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, interesting is putting it lightly. In Mystery, he's wrestling with these huge questions about the universe, existence, spirituality. It's super philosophical, almost theological even. And the way he puts these complex ideas into words, it's just, wow. Like that line, in eternal blackness, in the midst of the darkest night, proteins and minerals exist within specks of light.
It really shows you the power of hip-hop, how it can explore these huge life questions. And what's amazing is he does it without being preachy. It's like he's inviting us to think about these mysteries with him.
Exactly. He's not giving answers. He's starting a conversation, making us look inside and question what we think we know about the world. Speaking of journeys, the way the album flows, it's like a journey too, don't you think?
Oh, totally. It's so carefully put together. We begin with high energy, then it shifts into these deeper reflective tracks. It's like Rakim's growth as an artist.
Yeah.
But it also pulls the listener along on that same kind of self-discovery.
That's a great point. It's like he's saying, come on, let's explore these different sides of hip hop, of life. And he's not afraid to be vulnerable either. There are times he's reflecting on his own struggles, doubts, searching for meaning. It makes him even more relatable, right?
Absolutely. It makes him human.
Mhm.
Remind us that even legends deal with the same big questions we all do. And that's part of what makes the 18th letter so timeless. It speaks to something universal, beyond genre or time.
Right. It reminds you that hip hop isn't just beats and rhymes. It's self-expression. It's social commentary. It's about life's complexities. And Rakim, with his dedication to lyrics and innovation, really pushes what hip hop can be.
He's like a master craftsman, constantly perfecting his art. The way he uses language, builds his rhymes, like he's creating these intricate sonic sculptures.
And like any true artist, he challenges us to think differently, question what we assume, engage with the world more deeply. He's not just entertaining, he's making us think.
And feel. Don't forget the emotional impact. The way he puts those thoughtful lyrics over soulful beats, it's powerful.
For sure. It's a reminder of how music can move us, inspire us, challenge us. And the 18th letter, with its technical skill and emotional depth, is a real testament to that power. What hits you the most about this album?
It's tough to pick just one thing. But I think it's how Rakim blends complex wordplay with these deep philosophical themes. He's intellectually stimulating, but also so entertaining. Not many can do that.
You're so right. It's a tough balance to strike, and he nails it. And what's even more impressive is how effortless he makes it sound. There's this smoothness to his flow, a confidence that makes it seem natural, even when he's dealing with these complex ideas.
It's like he's talking to you, you know, making these big ideas feel understandable, even relatable. He doesn't lose you in the details. He brings you along.
Exactly. He respects his listeners, believes everyone should have access to this kind of wisdom. He doesn't dumb things down. He lifts you up with him.
And he does it all while staying true to his roots. You can hear that early influence, that golden age sound, but he's also moving forward, always growing, experimenting. He takes risks, tries new things, even on an album as ambitious as this one.
That's what makes a true innovator, right? Balancing the old with the new, pushing boundaries while respecting the foundation. That's why the 18th letter still resonates today after all these years.
It's a classic. Shows you the power of hip-hop as art. It makes you rethink what hip-hop can be, what it can say, what it can do.
And I think it makes you think about your own place in all of this. You know, those big questions Rakim explores. It's more than music. It's a journey you take as a listener.
Couldn't have put it better myself. And as we wrap up this deep dive into the 18th letter, think about this. Who are your favorite artists? Not just in hip-hop, but any genre. What is it about their music that grabs you? Do they challenge you, inspire you, make you see the world differently? Maybe they even make you want to explore your own creativity. Keep those questions in mind as you explore music and really anything in life. Thanks for joining us on the